Hello and welcome. My name is Micah.
And my name is Shane.
And welcome to the very first episode of Fountains of Youth podcast.
It's happened.
Coming up in the podcast, we have Shane is going to check out his ability to speak Gen Z. Excited about that. We'll have a little challenge this week, a little challenge of the week, and a little game we like to call New Letter, New Movie, where we change one letter to make a completely different movie. So we hope you're listening in the car, listening at work, checking things out with us, and play along. Come on, play along. And don't forget to hit us up on the socials. We'd love to see you there. Awesome. Well, welcome to the very first episode. Again, I'm Micah, and that's Shane. And over there on the cameras, all the things technical, we have my man Michael. Say hey, Michael.
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing?
We're good. Awesome. Well, we're glad you joined us here, and you probably accidentally clicked on the link and you're listening on accident, but we hope you chime in a little bit and see if there's something here for you. And we're here for kind of one reason, is that we're all kind of getting a little bit older.
Yeah.
Shane?
Oh.
Especially Shane.
I got a little head start.
You got a little head start.
Yeah. But I guarantee y'all are coming.
But yes, I'm feeling it. Yeah. I'm feeling it. And that's kind of the point of this Fountains of Youth podcast, is that we want to be, it's really an outlet for me personally to say, I feel the tendency to slow down, to relax, to put my feet up when I get home from work. But man, I am missing out on some time with my kids. And the more I slow down, the harder it is to get going. So my hope is that through this, we'll be able to maybe get, obviously play some games and be stupid and all the things
we can do that. We know how to do that.
Very good at that.
Oh yeah, we're definitely good at that. But I'm excited too about this whole, doing this not together like just us, but the people who are tuning in and just kind of exploring and kind of seeing what it means to, tap into that fountain of youth and how to stay youthful in so many different ways. And so I'm excited about that.
And I'm excited about, we have some excellent guests coming on to the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've got Jack Jarrell's going to be joining us for episode 2. That's the plan. And we got some other guys and maybe gals too that'll offer some insights of what is their fountain of youth.
Yeah.
Cool. So before we get into it, I think we got to start with a little joke of the day. As I handed my dad his 50th birthday card, he looked at me with tears in his eyes and he said, one would have been enough. See, that one hits home.
It does.
You got a lot of birthday.
I've had a bunch. I've had a bunch, but not all at one time.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Fire department, get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, that was our joke of the day, and sponsored by... We're just kind of waiting. So if you're out there and you want to be named on the podcast, let us know. And
there's some sponsors I can think of at 50, but I just can't mention them on here.
Fair enough. Rogaine. The good people at Rogaine, though. Aren't they great?
Yes, they are.
People.
Awesome.
Good stuff. All right. Well, let's get into. I just kind of want to take a moment here to kind of talk about maybe why and what the Fountains of Youth is all about, So back in the, we're going to have a little history lesson, if that's okay with you guys. That's good. Michael, do you even know the Fountains of Youth?
Oh. No, what's
have you heard of the Fountain of Youth?
I mean, I've heard of the Fountain of Youth, the stay
That's what I'm talking
forever,
about.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know the guy who's looking for it and all that? The old myth?
No, Ponce de Leon, is that
Oh,
it?
He's good. See,
hey,
Florida man gets it right.
Florida.
That's right.
Big shout out to Florida. There's a guy named Juan Ponce de Leon, which I think translates to John Punched the Lion or something. Something close to that. Anyway, so Juan Ponce de Leon, he goes on a quest. He's actually with Christopher Columbus, and the myth is, and we don't know if it's true or not, that there was some mythical fountain of youth that the natives had found, and that keeps you young. And so he supposedly went out and looked for different places and hunted, and he didn't find it. He's actually
he's
dead
not
now.
still alive?
He's actually dead. I actually was in Puerto Rico recently, and he is buried in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So,
I thought you were going to say you saw him.
He didn't know. I almost saw his bones, but that's about all I would see. Yeah. But yeah, he went out there, and that was a long time ago, 1500s. But yeah, did not find the Fountain of Youth. But what I'm finding here as like, I just hit 40. Hold on. I just hit 40. Thank you. And as I get older, I've learned that, you know, the tendency is to slow down. So, but there are certain things that I can do to kind of keep going and keep young and keep my mind alert. And it's always easier to do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But it gets harder in the long run, doesn't it?
It does. And I was just thinking about even with my mom, I remember when she was 88, she was still working full time. And I was like, why are you still working? She said, I know if I go home, I'm going to die. Like, I mean, that was what she said. You know, she said, I'm going to go home, sit in a chair, and it's just going to end. And I think there's a lot of truth to that, not just physically, but, you know, in so many different ways. And I guess the way we think or the way we act, you know, we kind of die when we are motionless.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the goal of this podcast, is to engage us, you know, our body, our mind, and our spirit, in those three areas. And we're going to bring on different guests that can kind of advise us. I am not the person to go to for body and fitness and health stuff, but I tell you, we got some dudes that can coach us in that area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Michael, how about you? I mean,
Oh, good night. No, that's not me.
that's not you? Oh,
No, that's not me, man. I'm not the muscular dude.
Oh, man.
But he did work out recently, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
When I don't remember that.
Yeah, you went with
Oh yeah. I was working out a little bit ago, maybe a year ago. I got a membership, but I think my thing was like building up the consistency to keep moving. That was like my big thing, is like, how do I get up? How do I actually start going to the gym regularly when I just haven't been in habit of doing it? You know, kind of fell out of habit.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I once joined a gym because I really wanted to lose about $30 a month.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we all have.
That's good. Cool. So we're going to get right into it. You know, one of these things that, you know, as we get older, you know, Shane, you're how old now? He's not even saying anymore.
53.
He's 53. And, you know, and as we get older, like the next generation, like they have their own terms. Like back in the day, you probably said that was, I don't know, tubular and cool and gnarly, and
Yeah, it was rad.
it was rad.
It was rad.
Yes, back in the day. So we're going to start with a little online quiz here, and we want you to play at home. You know, you're in the car, whatever. Just shout it out and see if you got this. See if you get it better than Shane on. This is Gen Z slang. Michael, you know some Gen Z slang?
Bussin'.
Hey, all right. Don't
Not
tell them.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, no, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Gotta keep up. All right, so we got 10 quick questions, and then we're going to see how you do on these questions. Number one question, it says, which of the following is another word for uncool? Uncool. You got three choices: skirt, chuggy, or bet.
For uncool.
Uncool. We got skirt, chuggy, or bet.
I'm going with skirt.
Skirt. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was chuggy. Did you know this, chuggy?
Oh man, I've never even heard the word chuggy.
Yeah, I think it might actually almost be chuggy at this point, you know, because it's not.
It's uncool. So uncool.
The language changes too fast for me. All right. Yeah, you got the second one, though. If something slaps, we say it is excellent or amazing, surprising or scary, or beautiful or handsome.
Excellent.
Excellent or amazing, option one. That's correct. Oh, wait. See, I got to have some. There we go. We get the chimes in here. I'm going to let you run this, Michael, next time.
We'll see.
Yeah, here we go. So what does snatched mean? Snatched. Something is snatched. Stolen, fierce or on point, or exhausted.
I'm going to go with stolen.
He's going stolen, and that is incorrect. Hold on. There we go. The correct answer was fierce or on point. Something is snatched.
Did you know that one, Michael?
No, look, I may be 24, but like these Gen Z slang
I can't
terms.
keep up.
Yo, I can't keep up. They change every day. There's something new.
Bet.
Sus.
All right, here we go. Which of the following means a look or style that is extremely fashionable or sexy? Bussin', bet, or drip?
Drip.
Trip.
Hey, you got it. All right, that's good. All right, and what does no cap mean? No cap. A, no lie or for real. B, chill or without stress. Or C, not cool.
A. No lie.
That is good. That is good. No lie. That is for real.
Lauren does help.
That is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about Lauren real quick.
So Lauren is Carol and I, our daughter. She is sick. Well, she'll be 16 April the 30th.
Okay.
And, we only waited 14 years to have her.
Perfect.
Okay. No, we didn't wait. That's how it happened. But anyway, so she's now she has her learner's permit, and she doesn't want to drive.
Okay. She wants you to be bussing her all over.
Literally.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorry, that was a terrible use of
terrible.
Gen Z slang.
But it was good.
I need to give myself one of these for that. All right, here we go. So which of the following words is an insult for men who are seen as being too submissive to women? Vibing, simp, or okay boomer?
I'm going to go with simp.
There we go. I was going to say that is correct, but we have a bell for this. All right, here we go. Good job. Good job. All right, number 7. What does hits different mean? Hits different. Weird or unusual, confusing or nonsensical, or has a marked effect or influence? Michael can use it in a sentence.
Can he?
Man, the way he speaks hits different.
Oh, okay. What you got? Weird, confusing, or
Probably
I'm going with confusing.
confusing? Has a marked effect or influence. That just hits different.
Man,
I want
so
this-
close.
I hope this podcast hits different. All right. That might not be a good thing. We should probably start hitting the same before we worry about different. All right. Which of the following means I've got the point? I've got the point. This is number 8. I've got the point. Low key, say less, or cap?
I'm going to go with cap.
Ooh, he's going cap, and that is incorrect. Incorrect.
Say less.
Say less, cousin.
I got that. Say less.
Oh man! So one of my students, I teach high school, and one of my students, it's the first time I'd heard this, and it was a couple years ago, and I was like, he's like, "Did I do this right? Question right, or something like that?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Say less." I was like, "I can't." I said one word. I literally cannot say less unless I don't say anything. Maybe that's what he was getting at. Good stuff. What does the term bet mean? Bet means cool or I'm down, no lie, or not cool.
I'm going to go with no lie.
Wow. It means I'm down, bro. Bet.
Man, I thought it was, but I'm so confused.
All right.
Michael, you're supposed to.
Yeah, Michael, you got to help him out on this
man.
next one. All right, we got one more question. I hope you're doing better than Shane as you listen to this, and hopefully you're keeping track of how you're doing. I'm pretty sure.
It's got to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Which of the following means relaxing or tapping into good feelings? Bussin', vibing, or snatched?
I'm going with bussing. Come on, Michael.
Oh, Shane.
Oh dear. I hope you're yelling at your wherever you're listening. Hope you're yelling out vibing. Yeah, vibing. Let's see how we did here overall. This is the
Probably got
end
3.
of the thing. You actually got 4.
Hey.
I don't know. Maybe we'll try the other button here.
Boo.
That voice sounds familiar.
That was not Michael.
No cap. You need to study up a little bit more, Shane.
Yeah. I'd like Lauren to take the same quiz.
Yeah.
You let us know next time how she did.
I will. I'll take those same questions and ask her.
All right.
But usually it's like bad stuff, like
Yeah.
the definitions, and I can do those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we're going to take that was our Gen Z lingo quiz, and I think you can maybe jump on a Duolingo. I think they have a Gen Z module now you can take and learn something.
Step it up.
Cap.
Yes, cap.
So
That is
cap.
cap, actually. Yes.
Cap.
Bet. Say less. Oh dear. But I think we can just integrate those words in here and just maybe be a little more relevant.
Maybe not. I'm going to use them wrong anyway.
That's fair.
True.
All right.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
That is a vibe. That's my era.
This is my era.
I'm just saying things now. All right. Well, let's go on to the challenge of the week. We want to think about things that can challenge us. We're going to be a little bit silly with some of these challenges, and we hope you kind of jump in with these challenges too. Shane, you got a challenge for us this week, something that you want us to try doing, start doing?
I've got a couple.
All right. Let's see what you got.
One of the challenges I would say it's got to do. Mine has to do with kids, because I have a daughter, and so the challenge that I tried to do with her is to have time. Like I take her to school, and when I take her to school, I'm like, this is a great opportunity, even though it's only 15 minutes. It's an opportunity to connect and to have a conversation and to kind of, she always says, hey, I got some tea.
See, look at you.
And so I'm like, it's time for her to spill the tea. And so I say that to say the challenge is to like for you, Micah, would be, you've got like 14 boys. Right. How many kids?
I got a good number. I got 3 boys, and they're all under 10 years old.
Yeah. So the challenge is to individually, if you got 1 kid or if you got 5 kids, is to take, if it's just 15 minutes, and kind of spend that time to connect with them and to have some conversation. But you got to be intentional about the conversation. It's not just, how's your day? You know what I mean? You got to dig in it to get something back from it.
Yeah. So that's uncomfortable, I think, for a lot of dads,
Yeah.
It's how do you break the ice, especially if you hadn't been doing that in a while?
Yeah.
What does that conversation look like for you?
So for me, a lot of times we start out, it's like a good time to pray. Like, hey, what can we pray for you today when we're headed to school? What are some things that we need to pray? And it's not always about her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it can be bigger than that. So, and I know that's kind of intimidating too if you don't, necessarily have that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
But it could be something as simple as, all right, what do you have going on today? What do you need me to be praying for you? You know what I mean? It could be simple. You don't have to actually go into this prayer right there with them.
Yeah.
But you can have this conversation of something simple of what do you need, or encourage them that, hey, today's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Today, I know you got this test coming up. Just do the best you can. She had one today. She had her ACT test today, and I'm like, hey, just do the best that you can. That's all you can do. And I don't know. It's just finding what it is, those things that you can connect with your kids to where it doesn't have to be awkward or uncomfortable, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
love
know
that, man. So 15 minutes is the challenge, and so does that mean 15 minutes per kid? Because that's 45 minutes and this is for a week.
That's right. It's for a week.
I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that.
It's not just the day, but
yeah.
For the week is to connect with your kid.
Yeah, and I'm going to extend that challenge for those without kids. Michael,
what's up?
What's the number these days?
What do you mean?
Still 0?
It's still 0.
All right, still 0.
Still 0. Yeah.
Did we know?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got no kids.
He's got no kids. So if for those without kids, I'm going to challenge and say do 15 minutes of nothing, because I think the biggest thing is that we just fill every corner with stuff, with noise, with background music, with whatever. So 15 minutes. That's the challenge for you. If you're Michael, that's your challenge.
That's good.
I mean, you've done that before, right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like every minute of my day, sometimes I can just, if I find an empty moment, I got to fill it with something.
Right.
But, one day, when I do have kids, it kind of sets up the groundwork.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I already know that I'm taking 15 minutes out of my day to remain in silence. I'll just be exchanging that silence for a conversation with my future kids,
That's it.
So that's a good thing to put into place. And even if I don't have kids, man, what great 15 minutes will do me just to get rest.
Yeah.
To be able to recoup.
Yeah, and I heard about a study they did, and like the rest is actually really essential for the brain to like reconnect the pathways and stuff like that. If you're constantly going and have noise and like sleep with the TV on and you know all these things, I mean, it doesn't give your brain a chance to sort of decompress and reconnect the way it's supposed to. So, but man, these phones and these screens.
Yeah, it is true. You know, I could. And I'll probably talk about my mom a lot as far as like some of the stuff or she did that I do. And one of the things Carol would say when we would go to my mom's house, and my mom wouldn't even be there. Like she would be gone when we just drop in, and there would be a TV on in the living room, and there'd be a TV on in the kitchen, but she wasn't even there.
Yeah,
but she had them on while she was there, and silence sometimes is the loudest noise you could ever hear. Yeah. So it's tough.
Yeah, and you know, I think it pairs with loneliness. You know, to fill up that space. Like we don't want to feel that loneliness. So I think part of it is if we're grounded socially and have good connections there, we don't feel as much need maybe.
Which is key to be able to have a conversation with somebody too. You know, because I think society does rely so much on the internet or social media. I don't think we know how to talk to each other sometimes.
Yeah, and that's the other reason we're doing this podcast.
So
I want to hang out and talk with you, man.
Exactly. So
Michael, what a treat, man. This is fun.
What a treat.
What a treat. Good stuff. Well, thanks for that. And we're going to get a little more information from Shane. We're going to do a little segment called Grilling Shane. But before that, we are going to we're going to play a little game here. This is called New Letter, New Movie, and all the rules are simple. Maybe you've seen this posted in different places, but the rules are simple. You get to change one letter of a movie title, and then it's got to be a brand new plot. And so we just got to see how the movie would change just by changing one letter. And so you could omit a letter or add a letter, but typically I just take one letter and change it to a different letter. And so the way I'm going to roll this out with you guys is I'm going to give you the plot, and then you guys have to maybe guess the movie if you can. And if not, I'll just give it to you and we'll see how it goes. So you guys ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll start with this one here. Shane, I think you've heard this one, so we'll see if Michael can get this one. A group of streetcar racers slow down to ask questions about the meaning of life.
No, I'm lost, bro.
This is going to be The Fast and the Curious. Yeah.
That's good.
All right, that's good. Shane, one from your generation?
From my generation?
All right, here we go. A widowed lawyer in Depression-era Alabama embarks on a quest to discover the limits of a mockingbird's appetite and just how plump he can make the bird through excessive feeding.
Good night.
Come on, man. Tell me you read the book in high school.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Not to kill, but
To
Well,
change a letter, man.
kill.
fill.
To fill a mockingbird. Yeah. Wait. There we go.
Sweet.
All right. I'll give you an easy one here. A mentally handicapped man seeks to answer the age-old question of whether a bear does its business in the woods. I got to give you this one. Forrest Gump. Oh, come on. All right. Shane, you got one for me, man. Come on.
Oh, I do. Let's see here. Okay. So, let me make sure I got this right before I tell this. So, it's a story of a businessman during World War I or World War II. And he only hired factory workers with speech impediments.
Say Stutter Island, but that's not very good. That would have been a good one, Stutter Island.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Schindler's Lisp.
Schindler's Lisp. Oh, dear.
Okay.
That's good. All right. Oh, dear. I'll save some for another time. But here we go. Here's one. A couple of stoners go on a journey in search of their missing feline. Come on. It's right there. Dude, where's my cat?
instead of car.
He's too no.
Yeah,
he's
I'm not.
too young. You don't even know that
So
one.
young.
All right.
So young.
All right, here we go. A recent orphan copes with his fear of bats by inviting all his nerdy friends over for a medieval costume party.
This guy.
The Dork Night. Oh, dear. All right. You want one more? Or are we calling it? We got one more.
One more.
You
Hold
got
on.
one more? All right, here we go. You guys got this one. If you didn't get this one, I don't know. All right. Captain Jack Sparrow rolls out the yoga mats in this epic tale of stretching and exercise.
Pilates of the Caribbean. That's good.
Well done, Michael. Well
Hey,
done.
I got one.
Oh, you got one. All right. I think we're good.
Sure.
One last one?
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, one last one.
more.
One last one. All right. See if you can get this one, Shane. I don't think you even know the movie here, Michael, but tune in. I think you get it. All right. After the death of his wife, Sam moves to the Pacific Northwest where he starts a sheep farm. He is forced to give up his animals when he learns his new love interest, Annie, is allergic. Sheepless in Seattle. Oh, that was stupid. All right.
I did know that one.
Did you know that one?
Well, I mean,
you know
the
the movie. All right, that's
I knew
good.
the
That's
movie,
good.
yes.
All right, that was fun, and hopefully you picked up more of these than these guys did. But we did all right. We got Pilates at the Caribbean, and that counts.
Ding ding.
I would love to hear theirs. Like,
Here, whose? Oh yeah.
people tune
Yeah,
in,
if you
yeah.
got one, hit us up on the socials and just leave a comment, and we'd love to see what you guys come up with. Just change one letter. And let us know what the new plot should be afterwards, too. Or if you want us to guess, we could try that, too. Good stuff. All right, we're going to go on to Grilling Shane. Grilling Shane. Shane, you need some grill marks, man.
I'm close.
Yeah.
I'm almost well done.
Ooh.
yes.
All right. So I'm just going to throw some questions at Shane, and I did prepare you for these questions, so I'm not just hitting him up on the spot here. But just we'll kind of go rapid fire too. What activities, Shane, do you do that makes you feel youthful?
I've got a few, and Michael's got a story. Look at him; he's already smiling.
Oh, dear.
He's-
Already
he's
know.
got a story. But I love the outdoors, and I love to hike. I love to what I call creek walk.
Yeah.
I love to arrowhead hunt.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because it's not just because I love the outdoors and I love to disconnect, and it's a good way to disconnect. But I think the thing that I love along with this is there are old things that I love to find.
Yeah.
Like things from history, things from the past that I love to hunt history, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But
Awesome.
yeah. So those are some of the things. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I got so many other things. I love the lake in
Yeah.
the summer.
Whack-a-mole,
Lake Waccamaw. Love to go to Lake Waccamaw.
alligator hunting.
Yeah, we'll have to do that
One day.
once they make it legal.
We'll do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey,
there you go.
my
challenge.
field trip.
We will do it, or will Shane do it?
No, this is the this challenge of the week.
Yeah, the challenge of
Bring back a
your
gator.
life. But yeah, Michael has you probably got to tell
Yeah.
a quick little story about.
Oh, dear.
I mean, I know how much Shane loves creek walking. That was probably one of the first things I met about him. And
Picked him up from the airport.
yeah, picked me up from the airport. He's like, "Hey man, what do you like to do for fun?" And I'm like, "Well, I love like going outside and hammocking and hiking and longboarding and stuff." And then he looks at me out of the side of his eye. He's just like, "You ever heard of creek walking before?" And I was like, "No, what's creek walking?" He's like, "Well, you get out in the creek and you walk in it. You look for arrowheads and all this old stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And I genuinely I never heard about it before. And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. We should definitely go and do it." Before I could even get the rest of that sentence out, he just stops me. He's like, "No, I just do it myself. It's just a me thing. I just creek walk
for me.
myself. It's for me."
Back
Sorry.
off.
And so I went from this great excitement of I didn't even know who this guy was. He's just like, "Yeah, I creek walk on my own."
Yeah, shot him down.
Yeah, he shut me down so fast. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And we just sat in silence for another 5 minutes. So
Oh dear.
Never mind.
don't
Never mind.
intrude upon Shane's creek walking.
That's right.
That's him.
I've been invited, but I
What?
still.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, okay.
But he probably knew I didn't have waiters, though. He's just
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. All right. Well, second question. Why did you agree to start this podcast? I know you're having your doubts right now, but why did you agree to start this?
You said there were royalties and some.
I don't remember saying anything
That's what I heard.
about royalties.
Cap. It's caps.
Cap.
Yes. I don't know. You and I, for years, I don't know how many years we have talked about doing some kind of podcast.
Yeah.
But we didn't have, I guess, a theme or a cause.
A vision.
Yeah, vision. And whenever you were talking about this whole fountains of youth, I was like, man, that's good, because we all live it.
Yeah.
At different stages of our life, but we all know someone who has lived it, and we know people who have done well with it, and then when we know people who's not done so well with it. And so when you talked about it, I was like, man, I would love to do it. But we worked together for a few years, and so we kind of connect and kind of play off each other.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
So we had some good times, and many hours to Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Road tripping. So I was like excited.
Yeah.
Whenever you were like, let's do it.
Let's just do it, man.
You put a date out there and was like, we're going to do it.
That was it, and that's today. So here we are.
Yep.
Well done.
So we're doing it.
Well done. Awesome. All right. Well, next up, just a couple more. How does your role as a dad and a husband motivate you to keep active and youthful in mind, body, and spirit?
Right. So I'll start with even like with Lauren. I talked some about with Lauren. I would love to see the stages of life that hopefully Lauren's going to get to see.
Yeah.
I would love to be a part of that. I'd love to be able to you see those stages, and so that's huge for me to make sure mentally and physically and just health wise.
Yeah.
To be as, I'm not like this health nut by no means, but I want to make sure for her, but also with Carol. We've been married. We'll be married 30 years coming up, and so I'm like in May, and so I hear people that are married that will say, yeah, honeymoon phase. Once the honeymoon phase is over, it's like blah, and I'm like, no, it can be honeymoon phase year 5, 10, 15. Really, it can be as good as you want it to be.
That sounds like content for another podcast, bro. We want to hear all those things later.
Michael.
Yeah, we'll cover up Michael's ears for that.
We'll
one.
draw some pictures for Michael.
No, we will not.
No.
Actually, I have a button for that.
Anyway. So, I want to be around as long, but not just physically, but you know what I mean? You can be around physically, but if you're not there mentally or emotionally or, it's no good.
Yeah.
So
that's good stuff, man. Yeah, definitely motivation there, just to not just to be alive, but to be present in a sense that you can, I always want to be able to run with my boys. I want to be faster than my boys as long as possible.
Yeah.
I know there's an expiration date, but anything I can do to kind of keep that in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get that too. And I have this challenge on myself, every year we go to the pool. I'm like, all right, I gotta do a backflip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got all these flips that I do.
Come on.
And all these little kids are like, oh wow, they're like, whatever. But I'm like, as long as I'm breathing, I don't care if I'm in a wheelchair. I'm going, I'm going to go out there and try to do this backflip as I don't know.
I love that.
A challenge.
I love that. I think we're going to hold off on the last question because it's going to be something we want to explore together. But definitely something to think about. And maybe you could think about it at home as you listen to this. Who's a person that's inspired you to kind of go to the fountain? Somebody that sort of has discovered the fountain of youth and stays young. And, that would be a good challenge maybe for each of us to think of somebody that, we can look up to and maybe we can learn some of their habits that kept them that way.
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right. Well, thank you for listening. We appreciate it so much. this concludes our first and worst,
But not last.
yeah, hopefully not the last, first and worst episode of Fountains of Youth. It just gets better from here, I hope.
Got to.
Yeah. Big shout out to Michael for hooking us up. And if you haven't got a chance to look at his wonderful work from the video side, head over to our YouTube channel and give us a little subscribe, a like, and all the things that you do there. And then hit us up. Leave a review if you want to. It's kind of early for that. But if you had a good time, let us know. And if you have a joke, you got a joke, something else you want to share, leave us shoot us an email or leave a comment on one of our socials. We'll check them out and get you included on a future ep. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
All right. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Yeah.
No?
We're going to try a little more Gen Z lingo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you got for us?
It's bussin'.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in your vibe. I'm vibing.
Catch you at the fountain.
Catch you in the fountain.
Say less.
Say less. Ooh, I will say less next time.
I doubt it.
Probably not.